recording on? Thank you, sir. Namaste, namaskara, good evening, everybody. My name is Ramesh. I'll be your host for the Satsang today.
Yes.
So before we start off, may I request Swati to say the school prayer.
Good evening, everyone. O hidden life, vibrant in every atom. O hidden light, shining in every creature. O hidden love, embracing all in oneness. May each who feels himself as one with thee know he is also one with every other. Thank you.
Thank you, Swati. That was a very powerful prayer, the essence of which clearly indicates that we are all seekers, at least the ones who come to the Satsang today. We've been coming here to the Spiral of Wisdom Satsang, as Mamanise, the founder of the School of Ancient Wisdom, has called it. Why is it a spiral of Satsang? Is because all of life is cyclical in nature. It's a cycle, basically. And the idea is what goes around comes around. And as we experience this cycle, the intention is to become a better person every day and to grow. And that is why it is not just a circle, but a spiral where we keep growing and becoming a better person. So in that context, as seekers, today it gives me a great deal of joy to introduce our speaker, Asan Jai Manicka ji. I hope I've got the pronunciation right. Asan Jai Manicka ji.
Yeah, Jai Manicka. You're correct.
Jai Manicka. Jai Manicka, is that how it is? Jai Manicka.
Yes, sir.
Right, thank you. So Jai Manicka ji is a revered master of Varmakalai, known for his profound healing abilities and transformative teachings that have touched lives across the globe. Trained under 30 distinguished scholars and 5 ancient clans with over 1,000 years of lineage, he possesses deep traditional knowledge, including herbal therapies from tribal legacies. His holistic approach blends, excuse me, his holistic approach blends ancient wisdom with personalized care, integrating Varmakalai, nutrition, herbal remedies, and mindfulness to address the root causes of health challenges. With over 2 decades of experience, he has successfully treated more than 35,000 individuals from 45 countries and all over India, including complex cases where modern medicine has fallen short. A compassionate healer and a dedicated mentor, he has trained over 300 students, ranging from doctors to professors, passing on the legacy of Varmakalai. His clientele includes celebrities, political leaders, and people from all walks of life, earning him widespread respect as a pioneer in traditional welfare, wellness, and integrative healing. A very interesting introduction. I'm sure you would agree with me. We're very curious also to know more about this. It seems quite mysterious at the moment, Manicka ji. But before we continue, I can hear somebody's microphone is on. Could we all mute our microphones, please? I think, yeah. Radha Ramesh ji, please mute your microphone if you don't mind. And others too. Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, there's some more mics on. Yes, right. Now, yes, now that we've got more quiet, I think Radha Ramesh ji, you have to look for your mute button and press the microphone mute. Okay, so, right, it's more quiet now. So over to you, Manicka ji.
Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Good evening. I am so honored. I am glad that I've been given this opportunity to address School of Ancient Wisdom. I am honored. I got my first introduction through Sahaj Marg. Sahaj Marg is a meditation center which has a global presence in 172 countries. and they follow a yoga called Raja Yoga, and they teach meditation. I was lucky to treat their master in 2008. And he was instrumental in referring all the foreigners from 45 countries, and thus I had the privilege of treating everybody across the globe. And after
what is the master's name? What is the master's
his name was Master. He was called fondly Master, but his name was Rajagopalachariji. Krishnamurti Rajagopalachariji. Chariji was his pet name.
Yeah, I've heard his name.
Yeah, now the current master is Kamlesh Patelji, and now the headquarters is in Hyderabad. Previously, they had in Chennai.
Interesting. So, as you speak to us, what format would you like? Would you like to first deliver your content and then do a Q&A at the end, or would you want to stop in the middle?
This is my first delivery in Zoom meeting. Though I have conducted 106 meetings in the mic with live audience in various Rotary clubs and schools and colleges, software companies. I am very comfortable doing public speaking with the mic, and this is the first time I am doing it in Zoom. Even in Corona lockdown time, I denied doing Zoom meetings. I was a bit shy before camera, but now I am not shy before camera, because all are spiritually evolved people. They will excuse my mistakes. So today is my birthday. I'm so happy that I'm giving this speech on my birthday.
Very
I
nice,
will talk about
Varmakalai.
Today I will talk about Varmakalai. In North India, it is more famous. It is called Marma Chikitsa.
Yes.
Yeah, Marma Chikitsa is more known in North India, and in South they call it Varmakalai. I hope everybody is aware of this ancient Siddhars. Siddhars are people who are spiritually enlightened people, and they are normally called as 18 Siddhars. But in various eras, there will be always 18 Siddhars. There were thousands of Siddhars who were instrumental in medicine, alchemy, and Varmakalai. So, Varmakalai is basically a drugless medicine system, more like you might be aware of acupuncture, acupressure, sujok therapy, pranic healing, Reiki. These are more famous. Varmakalai is actually not so famous for one particular reason, is because it is also used for martial arts. So the points are very same, but the application of these points make a difference between martial arts and medicine. So if I do a point like this, it becomes martial arts. If I do it like this, it becomes medicine. So we have totally 72,000 nadis inside our body, which are fundamentally classified into three different modalities. Our body has biomagnetic energy, biopotential energy, and bioelectric energy. So these three energies are the other energies apart from the blood flow, lymph nodes, and other fluids in the body. The one energy systems what I am talking about, it is subtle energies which we cannot see it in naked eye, but it can be proven. This medicine system works like magic, like switching on the fan, a particular switch for a fan and a particular switch for a light. Like that, inside our body, for all the parasympathetic nerves and the sympathetic nerves, we can completely take control of the body and mastering this art can help relieving lot of diseases without the use of drugs.
Wonderful.
So learning all the 72,000 nadis is impossible. So the Siddhars have classified that for the common man in a very simple way for 108 varmams, uh, which will be classified further into three divisions of biomagnetic energy, biopotential energy, and bioelectric energy. To make it very simple, electric energy, the flow inside the body is only for 24 hours. And the flow of biopotential energy inside the body is between Amavasya and Paurnami. So that is a 15-day cycle, and bioelectric energy is only 24 hours cycle. Whereas the biomagnetic energy inside the body, it has a cycle of 81 days. So for irreversible chronic diseases, it is the body gets affected with biomagnetic energy. And chronic diseases are affected with biopotential energy. The study of metaphysical body and metaphysical mind is biopotential energy. And electric energy, bioelectric energy, it travels right to left, 24 hours cycle. And biopotential energy, it travels front and back. And biomagnetic energy travels top to bottom, bottom and top. So this is the basic classification of the energy cycles inside our body. But in Varmakalai, I will not. It is very good to teach the entire syllabus. But for doctors, I teach the entire syllabus covering nearly 200 to 218 varmams. I teach them. But for all those people who just want to heal others or heal their family members, heal themselves, I teach them a simple workshop in 3 days time. I will teach them how to.
May I
Am I
request
audible?
people to, you're audible, Manika ji, but I think some people have forgotten to mute their mic. Balaji ji, Radha ji, could you please mute your mics if you don't mind? We're able to hear you
Ramesh,
talking.
can the admin mute everybody?
Yes, that would be nice. In fact, if Swati's around, if you could mute everyone.
Yeah, let Swati
except
mute everybody,
me.
then it'll be good.
I'm muting everyone.
Correct. Swati, are you there?
Okay.
Yes, I'm muting everyone.
Yeah, except for me. Thank you.
Ramesh.
Otherwise, I can't. I can't manage the program if I'm muted.
Yes.
Thank you, Swati. And one more thing before we continue, Manika ji.
Yeah.
Would you like, since this is your first online session, would you
Yeah.
like us to, would you like to stop in between now and then and ask for questions, or ask for questions at the end?
This is an online. See, very honestly, I'm telling you, I will not be able to teach anything online. That is the main reason why I avoid Zoom meetings. Because in Varmakalai, I have to touch and make the person feel how the application must be done. So the teaching of Varmakalai, I have to be offline only. But I can teach the theory part, and I can make people understand how valid this system is, because this has been kept a secret for more than 200 years now. The darkest age for Varmakalai was after the Britishers came inside India. So they were
Looks like it was lost. It looks like it was lost to us when the Gurukul systems were dismantled.
The Britishers were very afraid because of the martial arts part of Varmakalai. So they ensured that these people don't thrive. So
amazing. And And before, and now what you're going to discuss with us is truly amazing. So, in that case, what we will suggest is perhaps you can share your knowledge with us, and then towards whenever you're ready, you just mention it, and then people can then ask questions. And before I continue, I must wish you a very happy birthday. May God bless you abundantly. Lot
Thank
of
you,
wishes
sir.
are pouring in over here. Yes.
Thank you.
So, on that joyous note, please continue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. So, uh, I was talking about this Verma points. Um, the whole idea was the whole teaching was taught by the Siddhars in ancient times who meditated and who got self-realization. They found that both the astronomy and the anatomy had very similar things, and they somehow cracked that key of understanding the basics of the human body. So they were not only masters of Varmakalai, but they were also masters of 63 other arts. Totally, there are 64 arts, and Siddhars were instrumental in teaching all the 64 arts. We have lost all that education system in today's life, and we are following an education system which is alien to our country. But I was jumping with joy the moment I understood. I heard the name School of Ancient Wisdom. That gave me a spark. Then there is somebody who is wanting to promote ancient wisdom. If it is ancient wisdom, it has to be from India only. That is my personal opinion. Though there are a lot of wise people all over the world, but when it comes to education system, I strongly believe that India is the mother of all ancient wisdom. So an organization trying to promote ancient wisdom, I was jumping with joy. So I am only a student who is learning Varmakalai and trying to share it with my colleagues or my fellow healers. In that way, now I do enjoy a lot of celebrities and VVIPs as my clientele, and my students also enjoy that. Now, my idea is to teach those vital points to everybody in our country so that it becomes very common thing like in the past. Like in 200 years back, every old lady in the village will know how to do delivery for pregnancy. They will know how to cure a migraine by just a touch. They will know how to cure cervical spondylitis, knee pain, low back pain, all the body pain, and the internal organs, the liver, kidney, spleen. Just by touching some switch points in the body, they could cure a lot of things. And even common men used to know all these things in ancient India. I'm not talking about very ancient. Just 300 years back, also they knew all this. And thanks to one king of this, I'm not sure whether you are aware of local areas like Kanyakumari, Nagarkoil, and Tirunelveli in deep South Tamil Nadu, where this art is continued with live legacy for thousands of years. So most of the time it is family heritage, and it has all the clans in the country. Say SC, BC, FC, and tribal people. Everybody knows some Varmam points. So this has been passed on through family lineage, and because I was very obsessed with this art, I went to all these people and learned these techniques, and now I am doing this for my patients. But as I said earlier, uh, Chariji called me and asked me one question in his last moments, asking this question whether I wanted to cure all the patients, whether all the patients I wanted to cure, or I wanted them to cure themselves. Without coming to a doctor, they have to get cured. So that was instrumental in starting my teaching career. and then eventually I have taught 300 students now. So this is how the classes of Varmakalai I am going to teach. I will teach from head to leg. So I have classified these wormum like leg wormums, stomach wormums, hand wormums, chest wormums, back wormums, and head wormums. So I cover the entire syllabus with 216 wormums for people who want to become a doctor, uh, to practice Varmakalai on their own. That is for professionals. But a workshop, like 1 day workshop or 2 day, 3 day workshop, I can teach them almost 40 to 50 wormums, everything by application, and ensure that they don't have to depend on doctors. Unless and until it is a very chronic, like heart attack or kidney. Yesterday night, I saved a heart attack. So you can save a dead man. If even if he's not breathing, even if the pulse is not there, you can make the person come alive. So if you learn this art, you can cure any disease without any medicines. So easy it is, and I don't keep anything like secrets and hiding it. Nothing like that. I teach everything wholeheartedly. uh, Now if I'm going to keep it secret, it will still go into more dark ages. So generally, Varmakalai asans, they keep it very secretive. They don't teach a lot of things to everybody. But I have learned from a lot of teachers. So I think I have learned most of the techniques. I'm still learning, but whatever I have learned, I'm going to pass it on to the entire world for rest of my life. And theoretically, I'm mm, I don't want to bore the session with theory, but I can tell that there are 10 vayus inside the body. These are called dasa vayus, and activating this dasa vayu, uh, before starting to do any varmam, we have to do dasa vayu tat. That is, we have to hit the body in almost 18 places. So when we hit the body in 18 places and then do one procedure, uh, the body will be ready to accept all the varmum, because they are very chronic in terms of disease. Generally, people don't come to Varmakalai. They either go to allopathy doctor, or they go to homeopathy, Siddha, Ayurveda, Unani, and get themselves recovered. Unless and until it is not an irreversible condition, they don't come searching for a Varmakalai doctor. That is the only common thing in ancient India, and now also. It was always called as Raja Vaidyam. So um, this practice was given only for the king and queen, and the army general, ministers, and the elite class. So this medicine system was always for the rich people in olden days. Uh, uh, the idea why it was kept for rich people and all that, I really don't understand. It has always been like that. Even today, we can see that this kind of disparity between the rich and poor will always be there. But I have decided that this should be um taught to a lot of people, immaterial of their status and co. So coming back to the subject, um, I am going to divide as leg wormum, stomach wormum, chest wormum, hand wormum, and other stuff. Maybe I can allow people to question me so that I can elaborate from those questions and explore the possibilities of teaching something new to the audience. Sir, you're not audible now. Swati madam?
I have given option to unmute. You can unmute.
Yes.
Oh.
Now it is unmuting. All this while it wasn't. It said the host.
Okay.
Right. So thanks, Swati. Right. So now we have a small question and answer session before Manicka ji continues. I have a question already, but before me, I ask, would others would like to ask any question? Okay.
Can it be taught, learned easily by anyone, or is there certain abilities that you need?
Anyone can learn this.
Mm-hmm.
Just 5 or 6 Varmams need physical strength.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, all Varmams can be learned even by children to senior people. Only few Varmams, like Jadapural Varmam, where the person is required to be lifted by the Varmani, then it becomes a difficult task. Even for me, it becomes a difficult task when the person is more than 100 kgs. So we do some alternative arrangements, but in some areas we need a physical pressure. The whole thing is divided into 3 forms of medicine. That is Kal Matre, Arai Matre, Oru Matre. That is giving only quarter pressure in that point, half pressure and 1 pressure in that particular point. And there is one more Matre called Pu Nasinga Matre. Pu Nasinga Matre is, if you keep a flower petal on the skin and you press that flower must not get damaged. So
delicate.
So delicate.
Should be delicate.
So there are some points which are very, very delicate. Some points must not even be touched. They must only be seen. So it requires a thorough understanding of all the Varma points. Otherwise, it is very, very easy, and everyone can learn this.
We can learn it for healing ourselves also, right?
Healing ourselves, in leg Varmams we can do, and hand Varmams also we can do. But even head we can do for ourselves. For a lot of things we can do. Almost half of the Varmams we can do for ourselves. But half of the Varmams, when it comes to the back side and leg, then you need some help.
We need somebody. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, I have a question. I'm Sandhya. I haven't understood what exactly a Varmam is. Like, can you throw some light on what exactly is it and what is the basic principle?
Okay, I will.
I mean, we all know, okay, what acupressure, so we know, okay, you have some pressure points, you have to press here, there, things like those. But can you just throw some light on what exactly this is?
Sure, ma'am. I'm so lucky. I'm glad that I am a master acupuncturist. I know acupressure, acupuncture, and a lot of things. So I'm able to distinguish between these arts separately. I will tell you what Varmam is. Varmam is that subtle energy inside the body divided into 3 energy cycles. So the flow of the river originates from one point, and the river flows and then stagnates into a big pond, and then again it flows from that pond. Please imagine this in the mind.
Yes.
Inside the body, the origin of the energy is there in some points, and those are called Adangal points.
Okay.
Which are 12 points inside the body. 12 vital points which we can do magic show we can do. So from the source the river flows. The flow of the energy is called Varmam.
Okay.
And there will be storage points in that river. like a dam, or you can imagine like a dam or a natural place where the river has a huge delta region. So these points are called column.
Okay.
So application of a vermum and a column and an adangal for different diseases can be easily taught even for the common man.
So, is it that to cure a particular disease, there is some, like, basically it is the subtle energy over there which needs to be activated?
Yeah.
Is that the basic principle of it?
To give more light on that, I will say, what is a disease? First, a disease is an obstruction of a Varma energy.
Yes. Okay.
So the flow is blocked, or the flow is in excess. So we can control this flow, and immediately see, in all the other systems, we take some time for the cure. For example, if the medicine is given, 10 minutes or half an hour is the duration for the cure. But in Varmakalai, it is spontaneous. The same second, the person will get all right.
That's surprising. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yes, yes.
So all these
Very nice.
so-called lifestyle diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, something which is so common nowadays.
Yes, yes,
Can that
yes.
also be cured like that?
Yeah, the lifestyle diseases are diseases which are created by mankind themselves. So, for which I give lot of consultancy to change their diet habits and vegetables and stuff like that. But in Varmam, we can touch the point of the liver or touch the point of the kidney in a very effective way, and help the patient to recover faster in irreversible chronic conditions and chronic conditions. Acute conditions and all, it is so easy, very easy. But in chronic and irreversible chronic conditions, we can give some lifestyle recommendations and apply Varmam together. But then comes the habit of that person, because some people are so adamant that they will not listen. So for them it becomes difficult. Just like for all the physicians, we also have challenges where the patient will ask permission for eating junk food or drinking alcohol and stuff. See, that is always there.
Okay.
But one more
So
thing.
diseases such as PCOD, which is so common in young girls nowadays, young
Very
women.
easy, madam. Very, very easy stuff. With vegetables itself, we can do it.
Okay.
Success stories for PCODs is
And
only.
even cancer.
Even for cancer, there are a lot of things you can easily do. When I am teaching offline, I am going to share everything what I know. And
Okay, I would definitely want your telephone number and I would want to get in touch with you. I would like to
certainly.
help somebody who is suffering with a very, very severe case of spinal problem, the spinal cord. There are nodules inside there and surgery cannot be done. Poor man, he cannot even walk properly. He can't stand properly. It's been so many years. And doctors are saying that he needs to do surgery for the entire spine, which is not advisable.
Okay.
So if he can be helped out, I mean, nothing like it.
Oh, sure, ma'am. We can surely try and give positive results in these conditions. Though online, I will not be able to promise. But when I see the person, I will be able to tell whether this is possible or not.
Yeah.
But
So are
where
you
are you
Bangalore
located?
based?
Yeah,
Are you
Manicka
Are you
Bangalore
in
ji,
based?
Bangalore? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Manicka,
coming to Bangalore for the Satsang.
When is
oh, I
that?
see.
The third morning Satsang.
Oh,
Oh,
you're coming to
wonderful.
School of
We are really
Ancient
looking
Wisdom.
forward to seeing you.
Okay.
Yes.
Third
Could you
morning,
please?
and how long are you here?
I'll be there for third and fourth. I have not even booked a return ticket. I'm planning to do some camps in some apartments, and some patients referred by my own patients in Bangalore. Uh, and for one death, I
Where are
could not
you?
attend. So I will be in Bangalore for at least for 4 5 days.
Oh, please, please. Good. Okay.
Wonderful.
If you can
And
leave your number on this chat, it'll be nice.
Yes,
yeah,
please do
with the
leave your number
permission,
here, Mr. Ji,
Swati ji.
in the chat, so that you know. You could leave your number here on the chat,
I can.
Manicka ji.
Okay, Swati madam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I will also post it in the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
No worries.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Sure. Please
Right.
get
So
that from
Sure,
that.
I believe Radha ji.
If
Sorry,
anybody is
come
having
again,
questions
please.
also, they can put up. But at the last also, I'll try to add up your number in the chat, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes,
I
please.
don't know
That
how
will be
many
better.
Because if it
404.
gets scrolled up, nobody
Ah.
can see. That's the reason.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's what. So it may be a good idea to
And I will also
type
mention
it
it in the
here.
YouTube description box so that
Ah.
anybody who would like to contact him, they can also get the number from there.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, sounds good.
Sure.
So now to continue with our Q&A, there are two more people who have questions. Radha Ramesh ji and followed by Deepak ji. So Radha Ramesh ji, please unmute and ask your question. You'll have to unmute. Yes.
Hello. Can you hear?
Yes, audible. Yes. Please ask.
Hello.
We have muted again.
Are the chakras
Yes.
the points here to be used? The chakras. They are also the points, is it to be used? We have the chakras now, 6 chakras.
Yeah, 6 chakras can be used, but in Varman, it is the application is entirely different than the other systems.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, Deepak ji, yeah, over to you.
Jai Manicka ji.
Namaste.
Yes, so you did, correct me if I'm wrong. So for people, just to get an idea, Varmakalai in terms of martial art, it is the Indian movie is the reference for some of you, just to Kamal Hassan's Indian movie. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely right. Unfortunately, he showed it in the wrong light.
I know. That's why I said correct me if I'm. But he showed it. That was the introduction to us. Many of us don't even know otherwise.
Yeah, many of them do not know otherwise. Yes, you are right.
And also, continuation is question is that you are saying you practice Reiki and other forms of treatment. So, is that necessary for somebody to learn Varmakalai to know Reiki or any of these other forms like acupressure or something, or can someone learn without previous knowledge of any of these forms of treatment? And so that's my question.
I was denied Reiki learning because Master Chariji said, "Do not learn Reiki." Or I do not know how he pinpointed that. Then after that, one of my gurus told me that learning all the three modalities, that is biomagnetic energy, biopotential energy, and bioelectric energy, the physician will become so egoistic and die because of his ego.
Okay.
That is what they said. So they recommended to stop only with two, and one they were prevented.
Yes.
When I was denied Reiki, I was not happy on the first class. After a decade, when Master explained this, I was comfortable.
Okay.
So I do not know Reiki. I am not practicing Reiki
Okay,
or
okay.
pranic healing.
Yeah.
But I practice acupuncture and acupressure along with Varmakalai.
Okay. So I
And
guess the
to
admin has
answer
to
your
mute Mr. Gururaj. Mr. Gururaj, you are in
Gururaj,
traffic and you have your speaker mic on.
yeah, Gururaj ji, please.
No, you cannot hear. He is in the traffic. So I think the admin. Yes. Okay.
And to answer the last part of the question, the
Uh,
prerequisite for learning Varmam is actually nothing. A
great.
person with no knowledge can learn Varmakalai. There are two ways of teaching this. One is the Guru Parampara method, and the other method is the common man method. Uh, because this is in recording, I am little hesitant to tell. The
Yeah,
Guru
yeah.
Parampara method is actually the Siddha's methods, and the common man method, which is very easy, is actually Ravana's method. King Ravana's
Okay.
method.
Oh, no, no. I
Ah,
mean, there is nothing wrong. Ravana was a great devotee of Shiva and all other, except that
yes,
he was
yes, yes.
Asura and
So,
did one thing wrong in his life. It doesn't. He was a great demon king. So there's no two ways about
no,
that.
anyway, that
And
Ram is also not
supposedly
right.
more Brahmin than many Brahmins. So yes.
Anyway, I will tell about detail in offline.
Yeah, yeah.
He did not do any wrong thing, and there was no war also. Anyway, these are in Varmakalai orally they teach everything because this is a teaching from Ravana. They teach orally what happened, and
Yeah,
there is
yeah.
nothing to do with the real story and the written story.
So is there a karmic angle to it? Means our karma and that thing? Because you mentioned Ravana, that's why I'm asking. Because Ravana is one of the Janmas of Jaya Vijaya, right? So that is who is Ravana. So he had to do a mistake. So that's when he can go to his God back. So that many Janmas, no? Yeah,
Moksha.
Ram,
That's a
yeah,
moksha.
Pen is,
moksha. He had to get
the
moksha.
pen is mightier than the sword. I can
Yeah.
only tell you that.
No. I'm just saying that so does to learn Varmakalai. Is there a karmic angle to it? That's what I'm trying to say. Ask you.
Absolutely, there is a karmic
Uh,
angle to
okay,
learn
okay,
Varmakalai.
okay, okay.
I will strongly recommend people
Mm,
to do it in the name of their Siddhars.
okay, okay.
So, if we give all the credit to the Siddhars, see, let me explain. Aeroplane is a invention, and fridge, washing machine, TV, computers, laptop, mobile, everything is an invention, man-made invention. But subtle ancient arts like Varmakalai, Reiki, or pranic healing, these are wisdom.
Yeah.
So these are discoveries. So there
Yes.
is a difference between discovery and invention.
Got.
In invention, a man's ego rises, but with wisdom, it reduces.
Yeah.
Uh, so when you learn Varmakalai and these subtle art forms, you will see naturally that the ego falls down. It reduces naturally. A very beautiful bliss. So
Yeah.
there is a karmic angle to it
Okay.
because I'm seeing so only happening in satsang and people who have love in their heart. Only these people get this art.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, in most of the Sanatana Dharma, we invoke any activity we do with gratitude to our ancestors or where we learned things from. So makes sense.
I would love to discuss all this, sir.
Yes.
I'm so
Yes.
glad I
Okay.
met you.
Thank you. And
Thank you.
just taking another 10 seconds, Sandhya, madam, when you mentioned, PCOD and all these, they are not diseases, they are disorders. Like Jai Manicka sir said that because we have it is like come out through our lifestyles, except for your
Yeah,
friend whom you want to that spinalism that can be an injury like a disorder or a disease. Nothing else is
yeah,
a disease, so we should not be calling them. So we are
yeah.
manifesting by calling it that. So we should not be doing that.
I will just use this opportunity for requesting people not to use whisper and other chemically created pads.
So I believe Radha Rameshji has also asked her question. Your hand is still up. So maybe you can turn off that caption. So, well, my question, well, thank you. I'm so glad that we have had a good participation. Now, my question here really was that because I go to this amazing Siddha Vaidyar, who he tells me that in a previous life he was here in Bangalore, Dr. Chellappa, who tells me that in his previous life he was Agastya Muni's son. And I asked him, your Siddha abilities are truly amazing because I had a first-hand experience when my mother's varicose veins was, he helped her after 10 years and allopathic medicine, they said only operation is possible. When my father had a heart attack, he was able to help out by giving medicine, and the doctors themselves diagnosed that his heart blocks were healing through the Siddha medicine, which is a lot less expensive. So I said, your abilities are so amazing. And one more thing is, he's very sharp with mind reading. So I said, doctor, why don't you train others? Because this is an amazing system. He had a cure for AIDS. He had a cure before for cancer, but then that was not available anymore because the plant was no longer available. And he's divinely guided. He might makes his own medicine. And he told me that, Ramesh, the reason why these things I cannot teach them is because you are, through what you mentioned just now, your karmas, you come to the right point where you are then ready. And he said, even people who come to me have to finish a certain amount of prarabdha karma first and have the intention to heal. And then they come across a person like me. Because these systems, they work wonderfully, but if it was available to everybody in the world, our opportunities to go through a prarabdha karma, health issues, relationship, finance, and health issues are the three main areas of karmic growth in one's life. So health is a main issue. So if everybody suddenly gets all the solutions, then we won't have the opportunity to grow and become a better human being. So is that what it is over here as well?
Very true. Very true. When normally in Varmakalai, they say that the guru selects his students.
I see. Well, to give you a context, I must add that I've been a part of the School of Ancient Wisdom group from 2005. I don't remember hearing Varmakalai, but we have heard Marma points on the rare occasion. It was a very fascinating topic, but we never had any expert speak to us so far. But you mentioned that Varmakalai is the South Indian name for that same Marma points, which I understand has to do with the meridian system. Is that correct?
There is a lot of confusion in these areas because I've learned acupuncture also. I am not only a student for Varmakalai, but also for this one, acupuncture and acupuncture and Varmakalai. It has got nothing to do with the Varma points, the acupuncture points or the meridians in the body. As far as meridians are concerned, in Varma, they will say that there are 72,000 Varma nadis inside the body. So, but to classify into just three, it is called Idagalai, Pingalai, and Sulmunai. Just three. So, to activate these three, you have to activate further 12, by which all the nadis will get all right by themselves. So, it is a very fascinating study. When it is demonstrated practically, it is almost like doing a magic show.
Are you taking any class in School of Ancient Wisdom?
I am proposing, if everything comes together, certainly I am looking forward to teach in Ancient School of.
Oh, please. Yeah, Ramesh, you can coordinate.
I'm really looking forward to meeting you because I'm coming there this Saturday. But before before anything else, what you're saying to me occurs like one has to be ready, because if you look at Marma for the ordinary person, then one does not need to go through the Prarabdha Karma and be ready. It'll be a simple system. But when one goes through the Siddhar angle, you will probably acquire abilities to heal a lot more variety of ailments in what might appear to be it might seem magical for a layperson. So that definitely requires an understanding of the subtle energies and a higher level of wisdom, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
Right.
even now, even after crossing 35,000 patients, that awe factor inside me has been always like a child. When a person comes with a decade-old migraine pain, and I perform the head Varma massage, I see the pain going immediately in 1 minute, and I jump like a child. That has not gone down even after seeing so many success cases. That delight is always there.
What I perceive with you, Manicka ji, is there is a certain childlike joy and humility. But your numbers you're giving us is fantastic, 35,000. It brings me to the next.
Thanks to Sahaj Mark. Without Sahaj Mark, it was not possible.
So I think without the divine, because I'm sure there's a divine hand guiding you behind the scenes.
That was
but I'm
completely to do with Chariji.
So I'm curious to know, how old are you? Sorry?
Chariji had this vertigo problem. So I cured that in a single day. So he became, he started all the foreigners.
Kind of breaking, no?
Yeah, the voice is breaking. I don't know if it's my end or.
No, I also couldn't, in between I could, after your question, it was breaking.
Yes, Manicka ji, the question was, how old are you?
I'm 50.
You're 50. So you see, there's a reason why I'm asking this question. You see, I've come across quite a few people who have the extraordinary ability, knowingly or from their past lives, to align with the universe. The more aligned they are with the universe, the better the energy flow. They seem to age much slower. They also have a childlike, joy of living, which all of us should have, in such a way that even in their 70s, 80s, as they grow older, they become pillars of strength for the communities. That is what we're seeing in you. So it's amazing.
And in the Hawaiian method, Ramesh, they say when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So for us, maybe he has come because of that.
Thank you
very
so
much.
I'm honored. Thank you.
Yes.
Now we have lots of questions. In fact, Guru Rajji also has a question. Would you like to ask?
Yeah, am I audible, Mike?
Yes, you are.
My question is, by the way, thank you, Jai Manicka ji. It's a new field. I had never heard of it, and it's wonderful and interesting. What's the typical issues seen in human diseases which are more likely to be handled by this system?
All the natural diseases, I would say all the natural diseases, because of the pollution and lifestyle disorders, the new diseases like diabetes, blood pressure, for which I give very simple solutions, and I'm very good at it. At those things, I don't use Varmakalai. I simply use basic food and herbs and get it done. But for other issues, like when there is a block in the energy system due to that disease, that might be a symptom or the root cause of the disease itself. Now, these are the pain areas where this comes into play. See, for a smoker or a drunkard, it is very difficult to cure.
Okay.
So, liver cirrhosis cannot be cured with the Varmakalai. Kidney failure cannot be cured with the Varmakalai. They have to be treated with herbs and other important Sanjeevani herbs, which I will share readily when the class is on. Again, Varmakalai teachers only have the list of these rare herbs also. So, where was I? For the kidney or the spleen or the liver cirrhosis, which we have managed to damage by our lifestyle disorder, I don't use Varmakalai.
Okay. So it's a very experienced person who can decide which is to be done first, and then come
No,
to.
not necessary, sir. Not necessary at all. Nowadays, they don't even allow me to check the nadi or the pulse. They are more educated than us. They tell that they have kidney stones of this they have L3, L4, and they have all names, and they are aware. So the patient is more educated than the doctor nowadays. So they come and tell that that this problem, that problem, this problem. Our job is only to ensure that they are away from all these problems.
Okay. One other question, Jai Manicka ji. What are the preventive things? What makes the energy flow normal? You said if the blockages are there, these diseases come. So from your system's perspective, what is the things a human has to do to manage the flow better so that the issues itself doesn't come? Any suggestions?
Only two things, sir. Just two things I would like to emphasize for the patients. One is stagnant thoughts and stagnant food.
Okay.
So the cocktail of stagnant thoughts and stagnant food becomes the root cause for all the diseases. And if the person is able to escape even from one of these, he is not diseased till the age of 60. If the person is having stagnant thoughts but no stagnant food, still 60 years he comes through. Then only he starts developing diseases. But in nowadays, the cocktail for stagnant thoughts and stagnant food comes even at an early age of 16 to 20 itself. A very, very pathetic situation. They people who come who are just 35 years old look older than me. I feel very sad for the upcoming generation. But with the unified effort of all of us, sir, we will be able to make a better future for our country and the world.
That would be absolutely wonderful. It's a need of the hour. Yes.
Thank you.
And I think that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Gururajji. If we, as you're saying, it looks like this definitely requires some kind of wisdom. But could you give us an example of stagnant thoughts and stagnant food?
Sure. On an average, in a single day, we come across 70,000 thoughts in our mind. And these are not what is important. But there are some thoughts which we consider it as loop thoughts. We don't talk to our father for 10 years. We don't have a good relation with our wife. We don't talk with our sister for 5 years. And we hate our boss. Now, these are loop thoughts. These loop thoughts come with fear, anger, and anger, fear,
Inability to give up, inability to forgive.
Yeah, inability to forgive. These are stagnant thoughts, and it is very difficult unless and until they shed their ego. The key to all the negative emotions is the only answer for all these negative emotions is love, unconditional love. The moment the patient understands that this is only Maya, and he starts accepting people as they are, then this fear of future, the anger issues with the near and dear ones, they vanish into thin air like camphor. And immediately the patient gets a recovery from the next day itself.
So stagnant thoughts, to summarize what you're saying, are those thoughts which are unhealthy, which we keep on revisiting again and again, like a broken record. And we're not able to control it till we let go of our ego or whatever prarabdha karma is holding us back. And we only can do that mainly through love.
Yeah, it all starts by giving acceptance to ego. See, first thing, when we have a difference of opinion, I will start yelling, you start yelling at me, and then after 5 minutes we say, okay sir. Then we eat together and make fun of each other and then walk away. This is how the anger should be there. Instead of that, one fight, and then I keep that in my mind for 10 years, and I trouble my liver, and then say, why did my fatty liver come? But the starting point would be somewhere in the wedding, my name was not printed in the top.
That's wonderful. But when you were speaking just now, I suddenly got a realization that many times we have to just be childlike and not take ourselves seriously.
Yes. And sometimes we don't have any problem with anyone. We only have problems with our leaders because they are corrupt and stuff like that. See, when two children are playing with together, the one child takes the toy from the other child, though the toy belongs to the other child. Though the other child starts crying, we don't say, why did you steal the toy? We instead pacify both the children and say, play together. In the same way, we are not able to accept our leaders as children. Say, they are children who say, I want all the money for myself. Very poor children they are. When we start seeing them with love and affection, then our emotions towards these political leaders will also change, by which our health will improve.
I think like when we forgive others, we will heal.
Yeah, we will heal by seeing these politicians as children.
What about stagnant food, Jai Manicka?
Yes,
stagnant food. That is very easy because we know that there are two ways of eating. One is to be free of hunger. The other way is to satiate our tongue. So when we are eating for taste, stagnant food will be there. And when we are eating for being without hunger, then no disease can come. So in ancient Egypt, 3000 years back, a wonderful proverb by doctors. So I was laughing at that proverb by ancient people in Egypt. They say, a man lives in 1/4 of the food what he eats. The remaining 3/4 lives his doctor. So I was so amused that even 3000 years back, mankind was very fond of eating. That is only they wrote the proverb then. It applies to even modern age today.
Very true. So if you would like to continue with the program, since all our questions are over for this Q&A, we're looking forward to what else you have to share with us.
Yeah. Also, give us the dates when you're going to be at the School of Ancient Wisdom so we can come and visit you.
3rd morning I am there, and Swatiji and other next Satsang also, I think I hope to take classes. Let me see, ma'am. If things work out, I'll be so glad to participate in many more satsangs and share others' knowledge. Yeah.
So 3rd, we can come and see you?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
And
I would like to meet you on the 4th because I'm not free on the 3rd. 4th is the Sunday. Can I come and meet you on Sunday?
Yeah, the class finishes in midday itself. At 1:30 the class finishes. After that, yes, we can meet on 4th.
So I would definitely like to meet you.
Sure, ma'am. I'm also.
And I'd like to have your number now, please. Where are you based? Not in Bangalore?
I frequently come to Bangalore. I have patients in Bangalore also. But most of the times people come from Bangalore. But I am located in Chennai, Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
I work everywhere. I go to Delhi, Bombay, everywhere I go.
Yeah, if you can give us your telephone number now, it will be nice.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, I will. This is my number 9840424093. Yeah. This is my number. Please take it down.
940425.
I can't see it here. In the chat,
Yeah.
I can't see.
98404.
Okay, 98404
24
24
093.
093.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. I really want to meet you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. I'm also looking forward to meet you.
In fact, I would echo Sandhya ji. I think more than just her would want to meet you because you're not just a person who is talking about a very unusual topic of Varmakalai or Marma, but moreover, I think there is a lot of innate wisdom, there is a childlike simplicity, and all the qualities that Krishna finds dear. I'm able to observe that because there is a lot, definitely aspect of Prarabdha karma also, which you have probably gone through in previous lives, which has exposed you to this kind of wisdom. And while, of course, nobody will say you're 50, you look like you're 30 or younger. But there is a secret in this, the ability for you to have this childlike ability, joy, and the good health that is glowing on your face, and the wisdom that comes out of you. It is more than apparent that you have gone through this through many lives. I can say this in an august gathering of people who are seekers. I don't think the outside world would really understand me if I say through many lives, but really there is a lot of depth. And when you say that Varmakalai was available to people before the British came, it amazes me because that would mean that our society must have been a lot wiser, a lot more healthy and happier to be able to practice this kind of system.
Yes.
And that is what we should come to. Because now that India has been predicted to become the Vishwaguru of the world, in a humble manner, in a Vasudeva Kutumbakam, manner where we include everybody. It is not about any religion. Hinduism is really, in essence, Sanatana Dharma, which is the way of life. And a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew, anybody can be a Hindu without even being initiated into it, just by following Dharma. So if Varmakalai kind of awareness is spread, I'm very sure that it'll make people much better as human beings. But more importantly, I think we all have to also overcome prarabdha karma, because whatever we're seeing around the world is really an expansion of our own selves. Because everybody has a white wolf and a black wolf inside. It depends on which wolf we feed. And some people are simply not able to hold back when the black wolf jumps onto them. Most of us have the ability to at least hold back and say, no, these negative thoughts I should not act upon. But some people cannot. So we cannot blame those people and point fingers and say, oh, those terrorists are bad. There will be some negative aspect of us, because we're all interconnected. But through this kind of wisdom, we will be able to see the connection and collectively raise the consciousness. That's a dream of mine as well. But I just wanted to share that part. So please carry on with your wisdom sharing, Manicka.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm so happy to have met you all on my birthday. I'm so glad.
I think we should sing for you at the end, happy birthday to you. Or maybe in Sanskrit I can sing.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Janmadinam. Yes.
I think at the end we will do that.
Yes, that would be wonderful if it works. Right. So please carry on, Manicka ji.
Yes,
is there
sir.
anything you would like to share with us?
Yeah. Just this more of as I told you earlier, this is the first time I'm doing something online for Varma. In Tamil, they say தொட்டு காட்டாத வர்மம் சுட்டு போட்டாலும் வராது. It means that you have to teach in presence. You have to touch the person and show how much pressure you have to do, and the only best part is application. So repeatedly I teach the application part and make them by heart doing it, so that when they come and see the patient, they immediately do that application flawlessly to get that result. So it is only done offline, but I was able to tell the benefits of Varmakalai, and I think I have done justice to the theory, though not in the entire form, but in a subtle form. Totally, there are 10
I have one more question.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
give an example of a migraine headache, no? Like when you
Yes.
touch and then
Yes, ma'am.
there's immediate relief. Is it
Yeah,
immediate relief or is it a cure? I mean, once if we use the word cure, does it mean a person is permanently cured?
the person is permanently cured.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
very encouraging.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, but with a caution. See, on the first accord, how did they get that migraine? Would have been a suppressed anger or lifestyle disorder or the liver or the gallbladder. You can cure the person completely, permanently, and then advise them to eat proper food, to sleep properly, because most of the migraine you will see that they would not have slept properly. So we have to tell them, please sleep properly. So only small things. Rest of the things, it's permanent cure. And you will see when patient comes with that severe pain of migraine, they should have that pain and they'll be crying. Two people will assist them. Those are the times when real joy comes. When you do that, immediately that pain is gone and the patient is laughing. So normally over the phone, when they want an appointment, I say, do you have the pain now? And they say, now I don't have the pain, sir. Usually I get it after 3 days once I get it. And then I say, when you get that pain, please come. So that it is easier for me to understand whether I have done it properly.
Yeah, but for us, you're not in Bangalore, you see, so we have that disadvantage. We can't go to you
No,
when
not
we
at
have the
all.
pain.
And
Not
ma'am,
at all,
he's
ma'am. Now you
coming.
will also be able to do the same thing what I do, and you can do it for others.
Ma'am, and he is also coming for this retreat, which is
Yeah,
happening on 3rd and 4th.
yeah.
And we are also planning for his availability. Once, if he is available, we are going to organize a session also with him. And Ramesh sir will also be there on the day of the retreat. So we will coordinate with him and we'll try to get his availability for a day. And we'll fix up a date and we'll come up with this session again in physical meeting. So
Yeah,
that would really help everyone.
Yes,
sure.
So
yes.
I'll take it forward from here with all your concerns. If everybody is fine with it, and I hope, sir, you can heal many of the concerns.
May your words come true, ma'am. I'm also looking forward. Thank you so much. This you will do it, ma'am.
Can
Sure.
I sing
And
that song for you? It's only 6 lines.
Please do.
oh,
Is
please.
that okay, Swati?
Yeah.
Please, ma'am, please.
Meera, please do.
Okay. Is that okay, Ramesh?
Please do.
जन्मदिनमिदं ऐ प्रिय सखे जन्मदिनमिदं ऐ प्रिय सखे शान्तनोतु ते सर्वदा मुदं शान्तनोतु ते सर्वदा मुदं प्रार्थयामहे भवशतायुषी प्रार्थनामहे भवशतायुषी ईश्वर सदा त्वां च रक्षतु ईश्वर सदा त्वां च रक्षतु पुण्यकर्मणा कीर्तिमर्जया पुण्यकर्मणा कीर्तिमर्जया जीवनं तव भवतु सार्थकम् जीवनं तव भवतु सार्थकम् जन्मदिनमिदं हे प्रिय सखे शान्तनोतु ते सर्वदा मुदम् Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So much.
That's a lovely.
This is probably one of my best
Thing.
birthdays in the last 50 years, I should say. Thank you, sir. This was a lovely evening I had with you all.
Yes, it was wonderful, ma'am.
You know why the reason, Manika ji, is that I think you brought out the child in us. You brought out the joy in us.
Yes.
I think the aura that you carry has touched all our lives right now. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, sir.
When she was singing, I muted it because too many voices, microphone might echo, but I was singing from my heart, and I was really praying that may God bless you, because this Indian birthday song, I think written by Swami Sukhbodhananda, isn't it, Meera?
I think so, yes.
I think that yes, and it is not. It is actually, it uplifts you spiritually. It doesn't just say happy birthday to you, and I think, may God bless you, and may you live to be 100. It goes much more than that. It says may it uplift you as a soul, and may it bless you. May the best version of you blossom. It is a beautiful meaning.
And may you be always protected by Ishwar.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Thank you,
sir,
sir.
regarding the satsang, I have one update. Since we have about 120 or 140 guests at the campus on the dates, 3rd and 4th. So we have one room left for one room availability for the participants. If anybody would like to, so they can book it, or they can call us on the poster that we have mentioned.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
One room left.
Yes, sir. It's a single shared occupancy.
2 people. Okay.
Swati, can you send me the details, please?
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Yeah. And it's been posted in Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, as well as in the WhatsApp groups.
Okay, I just came back 3 days ago.
Sure, ma'am. I'll send it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
Looking forward for the retreat.
Oh, I am too. Yes, I think we all are.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now, if anybody else has any more questions, we are coming close to the ending of our satsang today. So, any more questions? I know we're full of questions now, actually, because the system. In fact, I have a question right now. Before anybody else asks, I have to ask you this. And that is when you said this was a system that was practiced in ancient India, that is before 250 years. This would have, I think, this would have been taught also in the Gurukul systems. Am I correct in my thought?
100%. 100% it is correct. They used to get the children.
If that is the case, then I'm very interested in this, and I'm really networking with various people to restart a hybrid version of a Gurukul system and modern education, because I know that it is the right time and the right country, and India is destined to be that Vishwaguru, in that Vishwaguru position, not because we are not from a space of pride, but from a space of necessity, that we need to raise the consciousness, and this is really a very strongly sustainable system. So how can we use this kind of awareness to raise the consciousness, not just of the children in the current education system, but also their parents who've missed out? Many of our parents, grandparents, great-great-grandparents, 10 generations back, have missed out on this kind of wisdom because we don't have access to that kind of a selfless guru in the Gurukul system. So how can we do that in the modern context?
It is little frightening because when I tried doing that, I did face some obstacles. Because the modern science is still apprehensive about this art in particular, because you know that we are sailing along a giant, $1 trillion industry. So we have to be doing in satsangs only.
Which means that people who are ready to...
Exactly. People who are ready. I also have allopathic doctors who are like, they are vice president for American Medical Council and textbooks writers, part of Harvard Medical University. They are my students. I see people everywhere with empathy, and that interest to cater to the needs of their patients, whether they practice allopathy or Ayurveda, Siddha, homeopathy, Unani, Reiki, pranic healing, acupuncture, acupressure, anything. They have the divinity inside them, but they chose a system to eradicate the problems of their patients. But when medicine is practiced for commercial purposes, then the ill effects of that system will also be part and parcel of which is happening today. So we have to be cautious and see to it that we don't face any obstacles from the mainstream.
In fact, what we've realized is if you look at the Panchakosha system, many of us as parents, grandparents, and so on, our our ancestors, we have not been aware of this Panchakosha approach. And many times as we grow up in life, because each kosha has a periodic sequence of growth, many of us have damaged koshas and we don't realize it. And that is what restricts our personality. We start operating in hives, with walls around us to protect ourselves from harm in the future. And in this manner, we prevent the true swadharma, the true nature that we have from blossoming. And if that can be combined with this, because there is two types of wisdom I understand. There's a jnani and vijnani, and the current modern education system is based on sciences that follow the vijnani system, which is impersonal, which means that if you look at two hydrogens of oxygen, two atoms of hydrogen, one atom of oxygen, and you combine the two, you should get water. And anybody, anywhere in the world, regardless of who it is, what level of consciousness they have, they should be able to replicate that experiment. And then science says that is a. But there's this ancient other stream, which is the jnani stream. And how a jnani does it is they can manipulate the elements, the awareness through a personal system, which cannot be automatically replicated because a person has to achieve a certain level of consciousness, personal spirit, and that's what will be the hurdle for modern science accepting it. But I believe that will soon be. We are on a very good track, and I do speak more about this when I meet you in person, Manikaji.
Thank you.
Day after tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Sir, and I have one more announcement. So, since Jai sir was referred by Meera ma'am, who is one of our Annadanam donor, and this is an open stage. Like, if you have any such kind of persons or any such topics to be shared, please feel free to share with us. And this is the opportunity, and this platform is exclusively for sharing the knowledge amongst everyone. So I thank Meera for that. And please, whoever have any references, like one who is expert or one who would like to share the experience of what they went through, either it may be a healing, how did they overcome the scenarios, and what made them just overcome the scenarios. Sometimes our experience also might be a solution for somebody out in the society. So I request if anybody have any references so that we can share our knowledge on this platform where this is completely for healers and seekers, one who is in quest of the spirituality questions, related questions. So yeah, please take a call on that and please do share the references with me. Thanks, one and all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Swati. That was very nice. Right. So, was it you, Meera?
No, I was going to ask the same question. It's another Meera I see on the screen
Yes,
here.
this is not Meera ma'am, the Ho'oponopoly.
Wonderful. Right. So now that brings us to the end of our satsang today. This is such an interesting satsang. You've got to do more programs like this, Manicka ji, because I'm sure there are a lot more areas where the can come through. And we'd certainly look forward to it. I must say that your first online satsang or online meeting has been very successful. So you are
Thank you so much. Because I am usually a
Yes,
spontaneous speaker. In the mic, I speak whatever comes to my heart. But in online, I was always hesitant. Now that hesitancy has gone from my life. Now I will do
fabulous.
classes
That only
whenever
works.
you want me to.
Right.
I was little camera shy. That was maybe the reason. But I don't think I am camera shy.
You look good, so don't worry.
Thank you. Thank you.
In fact, I should share with you that I still am camera shy, but I wear a very good mask. I don't think you can make out. So
I don't believe that, Ramesh.
very much I still am, but I'm just setting aside that little Ramesh and I'm connecting with the higher self, and that's the way I'm doing this. So that is not a hurdle. If I can do it, I'm sure anybody else can.
Yeah.
So on that note of gratitude, in fact, through our words that we have spoken just now, I'm sure you'd have realized that the vote of thanks on behalf of the School of Ancient Wisdom and all of us here have been, flowing, over and over again through Mira's song, through all our acknowledgement, all our eagerness to meet you once again and to hear your wisdom. That in that really lies the authentic sharing and the acknowledgement and the gratitude for us having seen you here today. Thank you so much for that. And definitely we're looking forward to more.
Thank you so much.
Certainly, we're all looking forward. Whoever's coming to the school, we're really looking forward to seeing you the day after tomorrow.
Yeah. And
what more of an
Thanks.
acknowledgement?
Yeah.
Have a wonderful, blessed birthday.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And thank you, Swati ji. I should thank Meera madam also to have this thing possible in this evening.
Thank you, Jai ji.
So let us
so
much.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Happy birthday.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Ramesh, are you going to close with?
On this note, let us do the last Loka Samasta. On this note of gratitude, holding that gratitude within your heart, because it's a very powerful feeling. It's a very powerful frequency to be in if you want to invite and maintain all the good things that come our way. So please sit straight with your back, neck, and head aligned. Close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. And let go. Think of your loved ones, those in your communities, your friends who might need help, be it in the area of health, in the area of finances, or relationships. Remember their name and what ailment you want them to recover from while we do the Loka Samasta. Also, please send out your consciousness for love and truth to the universe, to the world at large, to the universe. Let there be peace and let wisdom prevail. Right. Take a nice deep breath. And let go. Observe the silence within, which is the language of the soul that connects all of us. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manicka.
Thank you, sir.
Until next Thursday, the same time. But we might also meet on this Saturday, whoever's coming over.
Yes.
So looking forward to seeing you all then. Take care and God bless.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you and good night.
Swati, if you have any other announcement, please do. Otherwise, we're at the end of the satsang.
No, sir, nothing. Thank you.
Yeah. Good night.